So you think you're interested in moving to Kirkland, Washington? Today we're going to talk about which neighborhoods might suit you best, so stay tuned. Welcome to the Living in Bellevue, Washington channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about what it's like to live in and around Bellevue, Washington. I tell you what it is like to eat, sleep, breathe, play in and around Bellevue and the suburbs. We talk about the up, the down, the left, the right, everything there is to cover. If you like this content, please hit the like button. It lets anybody else who is looking for this information find it more easily. And if you hit that notification button and that subscribe button, notification bell, and subscribe button down below, you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video to this channel. Look, my name is Silva. I'm a real estate agent right here in Bellevue, Washington, and we get so many people reaching out to us, so many people relocating for work, for quality of life, for outdoor enthusiasm, whatever it is. They're calling us, they're texting us, they're even sending us emails. You can do the same thing. Please pick up the phone, reach out. We are here to help you get situated in your life in Bellevue, Washington. So today we're going to go over the suburb of Kirkland, Washington. Kirkland is situated just on the east side of Lake Washington. It is north of Bellevue, Washington. I always include a map for you to look at. We are across the lake from Seattle, Washington, and we are the home of Google, among other big corporations. Close proximity to Amazon, which is right in Bellevue, and Microsoft, which is next door in Redmond. So Kirkland is made up of about 13 diverse, very separate community neighborhoods, and we're gonna go over the top favorites of mine today. So if you were Peter Kirk centuries ago, you might have decided to settle in a little place called Market. The Market neighborhood was not a neighborhood back then, and Peter Kirk, it was the founder of Kirkland. It is also the home brand of Costco because Costco was founded in the city of Kirkland, Washington. It has since moved to Issaquah, but this is where it got its name brand. And if you shop at Costco, I'm sure you've seen Kirkland a lot. So Market is a narrow piece of neighborhood that sits along Lake Washington, on the east coast of Lake Washington, and it is the most iconic of the Kirkland neighborhoods. There is a lot of shopping, a lot of restaurants, a lot of marketplace boutiques and shops, very pedestrian friendly. It also has a vast amount of waterfront and has really made it a great place to gather for swimming, for boating, for whatever you like to do. It is a great place for water enthusiasts. There are a variety of single family homes as well as condominiums in the Market neighborhood of Kirkland. The median home price for this neighborhood is $2.7 million. Now keep in mind, we have a lot of luxury homes, not only throughout Kirkland, but the waterfront is always something highly sought after, and that can really drive the median home price up. Right next door to Market is the Norkirk neighborhood, and we here in Kirkland don't usually call it Norkirk, we call it east of Market because it sits directly east of Market in Kirkland. I would say it's a little bit more eclectic is not the right word. It's a pretty unique neighborhood in that we have new construction, we have contemporary housing, we have craftsman style housing, we even have Victorian style housing in this neighborhood. East of Market or Norkirk includes the Kirkland Arts Center. It has a little bit closer proximity to the 405, which makes it a little bit easier commuting to other areas, and it includes many lush green spaces, parks, and hiking trails. The median home price is a little bit lower here in the Norkirk neighborhood. We're jumping down from about 2.7 at Market to about 1.46 in the Norkirk or east of Market neighborhood. Next to that, we have the Rose Hill neighborhoods, North Rose Hill and South Rose Hill. And the biggest difference besides price point is that North Rose Hill is a bigger area and also has a higher population than South Rose Hill. And the location of South Rose Hill being a little bit more closer in proximity to Bellevue, to Redmond, to 405 is going to reflect in the price. The median home price in North Rose Hill is about $1 million. Again, this is the median home price. In South Rose Hill, we're looking at about 1.5. So we're looking at about a $500,000 difference in the median home price. South Rose Hill, again, is more walkable, more bikeable, and probably has slightly better public transportation than North Rose Hill. They're both beautiful, but depending on what your budget is, depending on what your lifestyle is, you might choose one neighborhood over the other. Just north of Rose Hill, we have Totem Lake neighborhood. Totem Lake is a force to be reckoned with. It is what Kirkland is establishing or recognizes as the urban center of all of Kirkland. And there is so much going on in Totem Lake. The goal for the city of Kirkland is to make Totem Lake a vibrant, green, urban village. And they are pulling out all the stops to do it. They are working on Totem Lake Park. They're working on the Totem Lake Connector, which is, I believe, just over 5 miles pedestrian and bike pathway that connects over the highway to get to the rest of Kirkland. They have put in the Totem Lake Village, which includes retail shopping, 400,000 square feet of retail shopping, and I believe 800 new homes. It is the fastest growing neighborhood in all of Kirkland. The median home price, is about $700,000 in Totem Lake. What's amazing about that is that with all that they're doing in Totem Lake to turn it into what they want it to be, the Totem Lake percentage increase over the last 3 years in pricing has gone up 29%, which is even higher than a lot of the other areas in the Pacific Northwest. We have both North and South Juanita. North Juanita is going to be a little bit more budget friendly because the location is a little bit further out, not as easy to get to work or not as short of a commute time. South Juanita is obviously closer in Kirkland and is going to be a little bit higher in price due to that. North Juanita has a median home price of $800,000, while South Juanita has a median home price, of $1.2 million. It is a great location for outdoor enthusiasts. There is Juanita Bay Park, there's Juanita Beach Park. Although it doesn't have as much waterfront as some of the other neighborhoods do, it still uses them and offers them to the community as well. It is a great place. Juanita in general is a great place for outdoor enthusiasts. There are still restaurants and shops and things to do. Just as you get into some of these outskirts, you're finding less of the same things that you find in more urban areas. Finn Hill is probably one of my favorite locations. I do like the peace and quiet and the sereneness of Finn Hill. It is a calm, serene location. It is a great place for outdoor enthusiasts. It is quite a large neighborhood and it has loads and loads and loads of waterfront space. If you are a water enthusiast, Finn Hill is a great place for you to go. The median home price in Finn Hill, although it is quite a bit further out, we have, again, the proximity of the water, and that causes a lot of luxury living on the lakefront. The median home price in Finn Hill is $950,000. If you head to Finn Hill, make sure you check out Denny Park or Big Finn Hill Park. Beautiful locations to explore. Lastly, we have Moss Bay. It is the oldest neighborhood in Kirkland, not the iconic one because that is Market, but Moss Bay is the oldest neighborhood in Kirkland, and it is a great place to be if you are a foodie. They have food options in the grocery store, in restaurants, whatever you want, you can probably find in Moss Bay. There's quite a lot of accessibility to different food choices in that area. Being that it's the oldest neighborhood in Kirkland, they have a very established waterfront area, and I would say it rivals that of Bellevue. Lots of amenities that you can go and do. They have the Marina Pavilion Park there. They have Peter Kirk Park. They have Settlers Landing. There's lots to do in this area, and Moss Bay is probably fairly urban compared to most of the other neighborhoods in Kirkland. The median home price in Moss Bay sits at about $830,000. Again, if you are looking at any kind of waterfront property, you are going to be in the luxury price range and find that you're spending quite a bit more. But the views and the lake life is always worth it. So Kirkland has so many different things to offer, and each neighborhood is unique in its own way. Even the very calm neighborhoods have lots to offer in regards to food and shopping and dining out. close proximity to grocery stores. The more urban neighborhoods in Kirkland, often you will find car charging stations, more food options, and again in Moss Bay you have an endless supply of food options, it seems like. I know what my favorite little areas of Kirkland are. I'm curious to find out what yours are. Again, if you are thinking about moving to Kirkland, I'd love to take you around. Please send me a text message, reach out and call me, send me an email, hit that calendar link down below and get on my calendar, and let's get you a house in Kirkland, Washington.